Sir, now the next thing what I'm trying to take, in the last session we covered very clearly, sir. We covered very clearly, sir, how to develop API, I mean view classes by using API view. Okay, how you can able to develop which classes are available, right? Okay, sir, very simple. Can you please spell out which classes are there? List API view is there. Next like this, multiple classes I covered, sir. Can you please spell out? Create API view. Next retrieve API view. Next, and after that retrieve, what is the next one, sir? What is the next one? Update. Okay, update API view. Next, destroy or delete. Please confirm. I forgot the names also. Destroy or delete. Yes, destroy API view. Okay, up to that we cover. Next, list create API view. List create API view. Next, retrieve update API view. Retrieve update API view. Retrieve destroy API view. Retrieve destroy API view. Next, and after that, okay, retrieve update destroy API view. Like these are view classes, whatever I explained for you people, right? Remember. But anyway, among these, if you want to implement total CRUD operations, if you want to implement total CRUD operations, right? Sir, how you can able to do that? Okay, just only this is which is the responsible to perform list and create, and these ones are which is the responsible to perform remaining operations, right? Okay, only two endpoints are enough to perform required operations, right? So if you want, we can convert into single endpoint also, but anyway, complex device as of now not recommended. Okay, that's all. This is what we covered, right? Now I have one small doubt, sir. What is our website? What is our website name for Django REST framework? Can you please confirm, sir? I forgot. Django REST framework. Can you please confirm? Django REST framework.org. Sir, beautiful website to get documentation, everything, sir. Here just a search I'm taking. Here list API view, like this I'm taking, sir. Just 1 minute. It will take some time. This website always search operation. List yeah, here have you observed list API view. If you consider list API view, have you observed create concrete view classes, right? So if you observe all these classes, am I covered or not? Can you please cross check? Create API view, list API view, retrieve API view, destroy API view, update API view, like all these classes, sir, we covered very clearly. Okay, not all the things I covered, right? Okay, sir, everything whatever there in the API concrete view classes, how you can use with the example I discussed, sir. But here one small thing you people should be aware, sir. What that point is, if you can consider list create API view, have a look once very carefully, sir. List create API view. List create API view. Sir, it is the child class of it is have you observed, right? Generic API view, and what is this one? Can you please read these things, right? It is the child class of list model mixin, create model mixin. Are you getting list model mixin, create model mixin, model mixin? Suppose if I consider list API view is the child class of list model mixin. List model mixin means that these concrete classes are implemented internally by using mixins. Correct or not? These concrete classes implemented by using mixins. If you observe, you can see here this is a retrieve model mixin, destroy model mixin, like this, right? Okay. So first thing what you people should aware, what is mix in? Have you remembered at our childhood somewhere we covered, sir? What is the mixins? Mixins we discussed already, right? Sir, what are the mixins, sir? Can you please spell out? Mixins are, respond man. Mixins are reusable components. Correct or not? These are reusable components. Even I covered a big table also. Normal multiple inheritance mixin classes. What? Sir, mix-ins. Can you please talk any 2 or 3 points about mix-ins, sir? Mix-ins are normal classes. Mix-ins are normal classes. So normal classes only, sir, meant for code reusability. Meant for code reusability. Next, these things are direct child classes are. These things are direct child classes are object class. Means that these, if you want to use this one, there are no other dependencies. Next, these classes contain only methods. Contain only methods but not variable. These methods are required for the child classes. Okay, like have you remembered somewhere we covered about these mix-ins, right? You respond. Somewhere we covered about these mix-in classes, right? Now DRF, Django REST framework contain some mix-ins, right? Some mix-ins internally to develop API views. There are some mix-ins which are provided by DRF. If you want, instead of using concrete view classes, even you can develop your API views by using these mix-in classes also. Just aware, even somewhere if you are going to see the code with mix-ins also, you should not feel any difficulty to understand, right? Regarding DRF provides several mix-ins to provide basic view behavior, right? Sir, now how you can able to do? Sir, very simple. Mix-in classes provide several action methods like create, list, etc., which are useful while implementing, okay, handling methods like get, post, etc., right? Okay, how you can able to do that? How you can able to do that? Sir, mix-in means not multiple inheritance. There is a big difference there between mix-in and multiple inheritance. Friends, am I covered this difference? Mix-ins and multiple inheritance, there is a big difference there. We covered already in the last session with a big table form also. Somewhere, Shashank. Okay, it's not multiple inheritance. Remember that. Okay, now how you can, if you want to use mix-in classes, where these mix-in classes are available? So from which package or which module you require to import? So very simple, from REST framework. Okay, we use multiple times this terminology. Sir, mix-ins. Multiple from REST framework dot mix-ins. Sir, import all mix-ins, right? Okay, this is what you people should aware from this module. In this module, all mix-ins are implemented related to REST framework, right? Sir, which things are there? It is a very easy, sir. First, let me list out and then I will show in the API, sir. Sir, what the first one? List model mix-in. Regarding what the first one, sir, list model mix-in, right? Sir, second one, create model mix-in. Create model mix-in, right? Mix-in. Next, third one, sir, retrieve model mix-in. Retrieve model mix-in, right? Next, fourth one, sir, update model mix-in. Update model mix-in. Obviously, can you please tell what the last one? Please confirm. What the last one? Respond, man. What the last one? Yes, destroy model mix-in. Regarding destroy model mix-in, sir. Destroy model mix-in. That's all. So these are the 5 mix-in classes which are provided by REST framework mix-ins module. These 5 mix-ins happily we can use to develop the code, sir. What is the way? What is the first one, sir? Sir, list model mix-in. Just observe a bit very carefully. List model mix-in. Sir, this list model mix-in can be used to implement which operation? To implement which operation? The name itself indicates, sir. To implement list operation. To implement list operation. List operation means what? Get. Can you please list out all get operation, right? Get operation or get method handler. We can use the word get method handler, right? To list out all the things, right? So next, this mix-in class provides one method. Sir, happily you can use this method in your view class. Sir, mix-ins meant for to provide some methods which are used by child class. Which methods are? List is the method. Regarding what is the method name? List is the method. Request comma args comma sir keyword args. This is the method which is provided by list model mixin. Happily, you are allowed to use this method in your view class. Are you getting? So mixin is the parent. Parent always defines some method, which these methods will be used by child class, right? How you can use these methods, I will explain within a minute. Don't worry much about this, right? Okay, well. So now, what is the second one? Create model mixin. Create model mixin. The remaining story is always the same, no difference at all, sir. Sir, create model mixin to implement which operation? So respond to implement which operation? Create operation. Create operation means post method handler. Sir, compulsory this one contain which method? It contain which method, sir? Which contain? This one contain create method. Create method, sir. Not post. Create list observed. Okay. Next, third one, sir. Sir, this is the create. Next. Third method, sir. Here update model mixin. Update model mixin. Of course, how you can use that part I will discuss. Don't worry, sir. It can be used to implement update operation. It can be used to implement update operation, right? Sir, update. How many types of updates are there? Please confirm. How many types of updates are there? Two types. What is the first one? Put. Second one, patch. Put and patch. So put and patch, sir. Okay, this one to implement update operation in your view class. Then if you want to use, happily you can use update model mixin. Sir, it contains two methods. It contains two methods, right? What is the first method? Is update method. What is the first method? Is update method, right? Next, second method is, I hope you people can able to understand, partial update. What is the second method, sir? Partial update. These are the two methods which are available, right? First one is the update method. Next, the partial update, like this, right? Next, sir, fourth one. This is about update, right? But anyway, in the middle, one mixin I forgot. List completed, create completed, update I'm telling. Next, retry model mixin. Okay, don't worry. Otherwise, don't. You are not required to worry. Order. So to implement, sir, retrieve operation. Retrieve operation means detail operation. Detail was I want to know detail of a particular record. Detail operation, right? Of course, get with the ID, something like. Sir, it contains one method. What is the method? Is retrieve is the method. Retrieve itself is the method, sir. It contains one method. Retrieve itself is the method, sir. Now, fifth one, sir. Okay, update model mixin, retrieve model mixin. Next, last one, sir. Destroy model mixin. Are you getting it? Destroy model mixin, sir. Last one. It is a very simple. Destroy model mixin. Okay. It contain. Can you please confirm what is the method we have? Destroy model mixin contain, sir. Destroy method. It can be used to implement destroy operation. That's all. Beyond that, nothing, sir. So total, how many model classes are there? If you want to implement your API view, sir, list model mixin, create, retrieve, update, and destroy model mixin. Sir, list model mixin contain list. Create, retrieve. Update means two methods are available, update and partial update. Destroy means what? To destroy. These mixins provide these method implementations happily in the implementation class. We are allowed to use, no problem at all. Any doubt? Friends, up to this is very clear for you people, right? But converting into executable code is a very important, sir. That part I will take care. Don't worry, sir. Now let me show in the API. If you observe mixins, if you observe mixins, sir. In this, how many mixins are there? List model mixin, create model mixin, retrieve, update, and then destroy model mixin. Now list model mixin, sir, provides a list method to implement listing a query set. Create model mixin provides create method that implements creating and saving new model instance. Next, retrieve provides a retrieve method. Update provides update method to update and saving an existing right. Can you please observe this? Can you please observe? Also provides which one? Partial update. Also provides which one? Partial update. So update method is available, partial update, but a destroy model mixin contain only destroy method. Like this, right? Yes, it's something like our CRUD operations only. Okay. Now let me go for a small executable program. Can I use in the same example, or otherwise can I go for new one, sir? Highly recommended. Let me use in the same example, right? So that you people, so our time will be saved. Okay. Now yesterday we covered all these things. Now I don't want to use, okay, like let me comment these classes like, so no more classes are available. Okay, that's all. My view is completely commented, nothing will be there, sir. Okay, now my target is here. Let me take, sir. So if you want to use any mixin, if you require to use any mixin, first import statement must be required. Can you please guide what is the code I have to take, sir? From respond from REST framework, import from REST framework, import mixins, right? Now I'm taking class employee. Observe very carefully, sir. Employee list model mixin. Employee list model mixin. Like this I'm taking, sir. Employee list model mixin like I'm taking. Now my requirement is, there is one thing I want to take, sir. Sir, here list operation and the create operation I want to do that. Assume that list operation and the create operation I want to do that, sir. But anyway, it is the view class. At least one view we require to take, sir. At least one view. Let me take generics data list API view. Regarding generics data list API view. Sir, with this, which operation you can perform? Can you please confirm? Which operation we can perform with this, right? Only listing operation. Regarding only listing operation. If you want to perform only listing operation, here two properties are enough. What is the first property, sir? What is the first property? Query set is equal to employee dot objects dot all. Employee dot objects dot all. What is the next one, sir? Serializer. Okay, sir. Serializer class we require to take, sir. Serializer class is employee serializer, like we have to take. Now observe carefully. I'm not using any mixin, sir. I didn't use any mixin in this class. Just I can able to provide only list API listing out, sir. So because I want to perform create operation also, but how you can able to do that? Just alternative ways are beyond that, nothing. Okay, first let me show this one is working or not. Employee list create model mixin. Let me go for urls.py. Let me comment these two URLs. Let me comment these two URLs. Okay, like now, sir, this is the listing, right? Listing means it never going to expect any argument, I mean ID. That's why just I'm taking like this. Sir, now let me comment employee. What is the class name? What is the class name, sir? Employee list. Yeah, I forgot. Employee list create the model mixin. Like this I'm taking, sir. Employee list create model mixin dot as view. Okay, like Seema, I explained already in the last session. If you are going to use a list API view, which operation you can able to perform? Please confirm all the remaining people also. Which operation we can able to perform only? Respond only listing. Only listing. Listing means can you please list out all the records? All the records. If you are going to use this predefined API class, we are not required to implement anything. Just this thing is more enough, sir. Okay, well. Now here see this one. Here just let me send the request. But before that, let me start the server, sir. py, okay, here cd. What is this application name? With the rest of c3. With the rest of c3 I'm taking, sir. Py, next main is dot py, okay, run server like py manage.py run server like. Now the server is going to be start. No name generics is not defined. Employee create model mixin generics dot. Can you please observe? Yeah, I commented generics are related. Here have you observed from REST framework dot generics already I took. That's why generics is not required. Directly list API view I can use. Don't worry, sir. Okay. Explicit import I did. That's why I. Sir, let me check in my database. In my database, which data is there? Yes, employees. Now almost around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records are available, right? Okay, well, let me send the request. Let me send the request. Sir, slash API slash. Can you please tell which partner application I'm using? Please respond. Which partner application I'm using, sir? The partner application I'm using is which one? REST framework browsable API. Now, am I in a position to list out all the records or not? Yes, perfect, sir. We are in the position to see all the list operation completed. But here, except the list operation, you can't perform any other operation. You are not seeing any put option, patch option, like you are not seeing any options, only one thing, only one list operation only we can do. Now, my requirement is, I want to perform create operation also. What is the way, sir? Anyone? One way, list create API view you can use, right? Are you getting? List create API view like we covered already. Sir, list create API view like you can able to use. Sir, this is one option, but instead of that, sir, I want to use mixin. I want to use mixin, sir. What is the way? That thing must be required for you people, right? What that is? Can you please tell which mixin I want to use, right? Which mixins I want to use, right? Mixins data. Which operation I want to do that? Create model mixin. Are you getting create operation? That's why create model mixin, comma list API view. Now create model mixin, comma list API view. Sir, if you want to provide support for create operation, if you want to provide support for create operation, what we have to do is you require to implement but the methods are post method, because create means what? Post method only. Self comma request comma star args star kw args star kw args. Sir, here don't worry, very rare we are going to use these mixins, because list create API view already internal uses the same mixin. Yes, you have to habitize. We are that nothing. Now my question is, sir, here a big code we have to use to implement this post operation. I have to write a big code to implement post operation, right? Because read the data and validate the data and save that data in the database. Okay, like all this activity I require to do that. But luckily that activity can be performed by create model mixin. There is one method is there. What is the method? What is the method? Please confirm. What is that method, sir? I forgot the name. What is the method? Create. Now, why you require return self dot create. So this create method is coming from where? This create method is coming from where? From the mixin class, from the parent class. Remember, from the parent class, this method is coming. Just pass the same parameters. Request. So next, what I have to take? Star args, comma star keyword args. Okay, like that. So that's it. The biggest advantage is we are not required to implement big functionality. Just only this line is more enough. Everyone In the class, can able to understand this one, sir? This is the biggest support from the mixing classes, right? Return self dot create. Now, just because of adding this extra method and adding this mixing, what extra benefit we are going to get? Have a look once. Here, let me refresh the same thing, or otherwise, let me open. Maybe am I do any mistake in the code? Post, right? What that? This is the post, correct? This is the post. So HTTP handler is the post. HTTP handler is the post, but internally it should be implemented by using this one. Yeah, that's what. Priyank, we are not required to follow this one. Priyank, we are not required to follow this one. Because the reason is how to use mixins you require to aware. Internally, list create API view. Internally using this approach only. We are not required to use. Suppose tomorrow if you are working on already existing REST API project, if mixins they are going to use, you should have some knowledge. Getting right? Okay. So compulsory required to use this approach? No. Just you should aware. Okay, like. So now here just observe that. Let me send a request. Can you please observe? Now, sir, earlier we got only list operation, but now list operation we are getting, and happily you can able to say post operation also. Are you getting that? Post operation also we can able to see, sir. Okay, like. So now I want to create a new record. Let me cross check. In my database, sir, 500 up to that it is there, sir. Okay, now I'm taking 600 record, employee name, some Karishma I'm taking. Okay, sir, employee salary, some 6,000. Okay, now employee address, some Bangalore, like this I'm taking, sir. Now post. Can you please observe? Is it created or not? Is it created or not? Yes, got created. Let me cross check in my database. Is it created or not? Okay. Now this is a 10th record. I mean 10th ID record. Is it coming or not? Sir, which approach is recommended for this? Sir, which approach? Is it list create API view or otherwise mixins concept? Mixins concept like, sir, very simple. Can you please guess anything? Anyone? I want to implement these CRUD operations. Mixins concept is the recommended, or otherwise list API, list create API view is the recommended. Anyone? Can you please tell? Good, man. Which one? Good. Majority of the people are telling mixin concept not, list create API view. There we are not required to implement anything. Excellent, man. But my serious recommendation is don't go for this bloody view sets. Better to go for don't go for this bloody API views. Better to go for view set. We are going to use just a simple operations you want to do. You have to go for these bloody API views. But you people should require to aware the terminology. I told right, simple CRUD operations we are performing. To perform simple CRUD operations, the fastest way to develop, okay, API is API views or view sets. API views or view sets. View sets. Why you are coming? But anyway, you should aware about API views, all components. That's why I'm covering. It need not be compulsory you require to use. My vote is for view sets. Not for these bloody mixins or not for list create API view. Okay, now have a look once. Okay, that's all. Now by using this one, now by using this, we are in a position. We are in a position to implement. Okay, like create model mixin and I mean two operations: list operation, post operation, right? Same way, what I want to take is one more class I want to take. Two endpoints I'm going to take, sir. One more class. Employee, sir, retrieve, employee, retrieve, next update, retrieve, update, next destroy, okay, model mixin, like I'm taking my own class, right? Okay. So first thing what I'm trying to take is retrieve API view. Assume a bit carefully, sir. Retrieve API view like this I'm taking. If you are using retrieve API view, two things must be required. What is the first one? Query set is equal to like let me take this. Next, let me take these two things. Query set and serializer. Next, one more field we used in the last example, sir. Anyone can you please tell what that field? One more field we used in the last examples. Anyone can you please tell? Lookup field. If I'm going to use one word, then lookup field is not required. Which word? Which word? If I use one word, then automatically we are not required to use a lookup field. PK, primary key. Okay. Now let me go to urls.py. Okay. So now urls.py I'm taking here. Just observe that. Okay. Let me copy paste this one. Okay. Now let me remove the comment. Sir, here API here. Is it ID or PK? Can you please tell? Is it ID or PK? Compulsory we require to use PK because I'm not specifying lookup field. Okay. Like next, what is the class name? Employee. Retrieve. Update. Okay. Like something. A big class name I took, sir. A big class name I took. Okay. Well, now my target is observe carefully, sir. Based on this view function. Can you please confirm how many operations we can implement? Please confirm how many operations we can able to implement. Hey, just based on this functionality, only one operation. What is that operation, sir? Retrieve. Retrieve means what? Details of a particular record. Details of a particular record like this, right? Now let me cross check. Let me cross check, sir. Here I'm taking 127/API/1 I'm asking. Just the details of the first record we have to get, sir. Just the details of the first record we have to get. Can you please observe that? Module test has no attribute employee retrieve update model mixin. Maybe am I doing any mistake? Let me save this code. Employee retrieve update destroy model mixin. This is the class I'm taking. Now in the urls.py employee retrieve the same thing only. Okay, the same thing only. Sorry. Yes, this is the same. Why? Yeah, don't worry. Let me restart the server. Sometimes maybe. Okay. Now here what I want to take. Perfect. Is it coming or not? Is it coming or not? Can you please cross check, sir? ID is 1, employee number, employee like this perfectly is working. Sir, how many operations now you can able to perform? Only one operation. That operation is what? Sir, retrieve operation, right? Now I want to perform update operation also. If you want to perform update operation, better to go for mixin, sir. What I will take is, can you please confirm which mixin class I have to take, sir? Mixins dot update model mixin, comma retrieve API view. Sir, whenever we are taking update, which method we have to implement, sir? Okay, def put method self comma. Have you remembered, right? Def put method self comma request comma. Okay, star args comma star keyword args. Okay, like this is the method we are going to implement. Now, sir, return self dot. Can you please confirm self dot? Which method, sir? We are not required to implement when already from the mixin we are going to get some method. we are going to get some method, update method, right? Update method request comma star args comma star args. That's all. Okay. If you are taking extra this one, then this, now you are going to get the ability update operation also. Earlier we have only retrieve, just because of this one, update also by default will be there. Don't worry, sir. Have a look once. Now let me refresh. Perfect. Retrieve operation is ready. Now you can able to say which operations are put. Even in the raw data also only put. You are not seeing any patch. Why that patch ability is not there? Please confirm why that patch ability is not there. Because you didn't override. Friends, because you didn't override which method? You didn't override which method? Patch method you didn't implement. Only put. That's why. Okay. Now I want to take def patch also. Okay. Now def patch also I want to take, sir. I want to implement patch operation also. If you want to implement patch operation, patch don't write self dot update. Sir, can you please call which method I require to call? Which method I require to call? Partial update. Partial update is already available or not? Partial update, who is the responsible to provide, sir? This mixin dot model mixin is the responsible. Then now have a look once, sir. Let me refresh this one. Yes, you can able to see. Now second option is also enabled. Put and patch, both operations you can able to do that. Okay. Any explanation is required? Assume that ECL. Sir, just I'm taking 567 like this, right? Now can I require to click put or patch? Can I require to click put or patch? Okay. Now you can click put, but if I don't want to provide all this nonsense, then which thing I require to take care, sir? Patch. Patch is the thing I have to take care. Now let me click patch. So now the salary by default got updated, sir. 567 like. Now observe, first record salary updated to 567 like. Perfectly it's working, sir. Now my next requirement here is, observe that, sir, not only put and patch. Next up, one more functionality I want to take. DEF. What is the method? Which HTTP method we have to implement, sir? What is the remaining method? Delete, not destroy. Delete. Sir, one small, don't get confusion. One small thing you people should be aware. Whenever we are talking about API views, if you want to implement methods, then we have to implement HTTP methods. But in the view set, if you want to implement, then database related methods we have to implement. Observe that, don't get confusion. In the table I covered API views and view sets clearly, right? Sir, here delete, HTTP method delete I have to take. So I can use the same thing only, just we have to change the name. Sir, what is the delete? But delete method functionality, we are not required to write big code. Already this functionality is implemented by some mixin. What is that mixin, sir? Mixin dot. What is that mixin name? I hope you may be aware, sir. What is that mixin's name? Destroy model mixin, comma. Destroy model mixin, comma like this, right? Okay. Now destroy model mixin already contain one method, sir. Destroy is the method. Destroy itself is the method, sir. Now have a look once, sir. If I implement this one by taking extra this, then now you are in a position to perform delete operation also. Have a look. Is it going to work or not? Now observe carefully, sir. Here my requirement is last record ID is the 10. Last record ID is the 10th, sir. Now that 10th record I want to delete. Okay, now 10th record is coming Karishma like this, right? Now do you know, sir, detail operation is there. Next put and patch is also there, update. Now you can able to see delete option also. All the 4 operations you can able to perform, sir. Now delete I want to do. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes, I want to delete. That's all. Deleted, sir. Any doubt? Are you getting the things? Okay, now let me cross check in my database. Is it already deleted or not? Yes, sir. No, 10th record is no more. Then automatically only this record is the last record. Sir, now how many endpoints are there to implement all the CRUD operations? Can you please tell, sir? Only 2 endpoints, sir. But instead of using API views, now I implemented by using mixin classes. The intention of telling this one is you have to familiar with this also. Okay, nothing. Any doubt? Sir, my preference is always better to go for view sets, because generally we won't perform very complex operations. Highly recommended better to go for view sets. If you are required to perform very complex operations, better to go for API views. That's it. But at the end of the day, you are required to familiar with both the things. Mixins anyway, it is also one facility. But why we have to? If here have you observed? If I use what we call list update destroy API view, then I am required to provide all these nonsense. All these nonsense, is it required to provide all these? No, means do you know, with the help of all these things, one special class provided. What is that special class? Is list update destroy API view. List update destroy API view. Okay, this list update destroy API view is developed by using all these things. I don't want to this one. I want to do manually. Then this is the approach. Remember that. Getting right? If you want, you can see in the here list retrieve update destroy API view. Assume retrieve update destroy API view. Here have a look once, sir. Here user. Can you please observe? It is the child. It is the child class of. It is the child class of. Can you please tell what? Generic API view. Next, retrieve model mixin, update model mixin, and then destroy model mixin. Sir, by using these mixin classes only, this class is implemented directly. Happily, you can use this class, right? No problem. But instead of going for this, internally how this class is implemented, that code I am showing for you, just to know code familiarity, to know the concept of familiarity sake. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Now it is a simple inheritance terminology. Beyond that, nothing is there, sir. Okay, that's all. Just practice up to this, and then in the next step we will discuss about view sets concept.